Welcome back to our channel. We are live today from Money20 right here in Amsterdam. And as you can see, the setup is different. This is traditional finance at its best. And this is what we do. We sit down with the most interesting people in the space, usually the actual decentralized finance space, but today we're going to be sitting down with the people in traditional finance and decentralized finance. And in this case, I'm sitting down with Darren from Tokenization. He is here representing MetaWealth as one of the co-founders. Right?
That's right.
Very good. So, you know what to do. Stay tuned, share this video, like this video, and keep pushing forward this content so that we can keep helping with adoption in our space. So Darren, let's get down to it right away. You are here out of London in Amsterdam for Money 2020. Why was it important for you guys to be here today?
Well, I think with everything that's going on in the industry across tokenization, stable coins, and overall finance, it's important for us to show a presence here and actually talk about what we're doing. Because I think that the world is changing, where we're going from a centralized finance or TradFi approach, and then on the other side of the world, you have something called decentralized finance. And the way MetaWealth's vision is we're playing somewhere in the middle right now, but at the end of the day, our true vision is these worlds actually will come together and align.
Okay.
So with Money 2020, we just see it as an event that it's a finance event. There's a lot of big DeFi companies here, Web3 companies here, like Circle, Fireblocks, all the rest. So it only makes sense for us to be here as well.
It makes sense, it makes sense. In short, you're following the money.
Exactly.
And yes, for the next 3 days, all of the money from Europe is right here in this building. So, you said that you guys were trying to walk a fine line in between traditional and decentralized. Now, from the perspective of tokenization, how is it going? Is the space keeping up? Are you keeping up with the demand? And do you foresee the demand remaining the same or growing?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, it actually directly aligns to our business model, right? So our business model, or our core business is basically, let's get investors as fast as we can, and let's get on the real estate as fast as we can. And it's always a balancing act to make that happen. And it usually goes like this. We first secure real estate, then we secure the investors for it, and that's kind of how we move up. So in terms of the space itself, I think a lot of good things are in our favor. For example, stablecoin adoption. A lot of people are more familiar with stablecoins, they're more comfortable with it. There's a lot more providers out there, on-ramping is getting easier, so that's all really good for us. And then on the tokenization aspect, things like money market funds, T-bills, bonds, those instruments are billion-dollar plus market cap to this point, right?
Yeah.
So with MetaWealth, we definitely see ourselves as kind of the second wave after that. We're definitely getting a lot of traction now and building off that huge wave that's ongoing. But at the end of the day, we see that real estate tokenization and alternative asset tokenization as a huge wave that's still yet to come.
Okay. Now, when it comes down to it, tokenization, the way you guys say it, we need to tokenize the world.
Yeah.
Are we moving in that direction? Do you feel adoption is keeping up with what you guys want to actually achieve?
I feel like we are moving in that direction. I feel like we're definitely still at day zero. We're just kind of looking at the first set of assets that are going on. We're kind of we have our pipeline that's rolled out for the next 3 years. It's month after month we're doing these assets. We definitely have not seen that moment where it's like a wham, oh my god, we cannot keep up with amount of investors that want to invest in real estate. We're not at that point yet. But we are at the point where we don't have to scratch the keyboard anymore of how do we get investors. This is impossible to do. It's becoming more and more organic as we scale out the business. Okay,
and what is the next hurdle? What's standing in your way to actually take that next step to grow?
Yeah, I mean the biggest unlock for us, bar none, would be regulation. Okay. So if we had a very clear set, regulatory model for security tokens for whatever we want to do or whatever anybody else wants to do, that would be the biggest unlock that we could have. Obviously, right now we've been through actually 3 different legal structures. We've landed on a model where we actually tokenize bonds.
Okay.
So even a TradFi institution can get a bond certificate for their real estate investment as well as a token, or you can be a Web3 individual and just get tokens, and your bond certificate is kind of hidden in the background. But that's kind of where we've landed on right now and what we're scaling with. But in the future, we definitely see it where everything turns into security tokens. So you're only holding the tokens. Institutions are totally comfortable customizing tokens on their own. And that would be kind of the holy grail.
Wonderful. Now, you guys are moving forward. You guys are setting up MetaWealth. If for someone that has pretty much zero knowledge of tokenization, they want to say, hey, they watch the video, what are the first steps they need to take? How do they become an investor?
Well, the great thing about MetaWealth is like we did see that there were some problems in Web3 to begin with. That's how we started actually the company. It wasn't actually started as like, you know, let's solve real estate for people. It was like, you know, Web3 is a really tough thing. There's so much going on, there's so much potential, but it's a tough thing. So like with that in mind, with MetaWealth, we made sure that all of our apps, so like our customer-facing apps, like our mobile app or web app, are almost like Web3 abstract. Okay. So when you come to the platform, you actually don't necessarily need a wallet. You don't need to know seed phrases. You don't need to know how to create a wallet. You don't need to know any of these things. We can do that all within the platform for you. So it's pretty simple. You would just come to our mobile app, which is probably the best way. Download it from the App Store. Sign up like you would with maybe your Gmail or Apple or even your own email or whatever you want to do. Create an account. Your wallet is automatically created for you. Okay. You would then basically on-ramp money either through wallet-to-wallet transfer or using one of our various methods through Plaid or Visa, Bankwire, whatever you want. And then from there, you just look at the assets and invest. It's that simple.
Very good. Yeah. Now, as a co-founder, your vision for founding MetaWealth, do you foresee that, hey, you're living up to that vision, your initial vision when you founded this company?
Yeah, well, our vision has actually never changed. So we've stayed on the same vision the whole time. It's empowering people to own their financial future. Okay. So we're not even talking about real estate. We're not even talking about investments or anything like that. What we're actually trying to get people to do is, one, be educated, learn about the different things going on. Two is that the institutions and the high net worth individuals, the private equity firms, all of these places, they have a lot of resources and knowledge and all of that stuff, right? Okay. So we're trying to democratize that as well. So if you look at our app and you look at an investment, we try to break it down as easy as we can, all of the different details that come with an investment, and making it easy for even a normal person to do due diligence on these assets and make a really sound real estate investment. Okay. And then the third thing is we truly believe in efficient asset allocation. So if people are using Robinhood or Revolut or whatever to invest in stocks, they should have that same experience to invest in alternative assets such as real estate, such as bonds, such as T-bills, and all these different things. So yeah.
Very good, man. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much. So if I told you got 1 minute to tell me what is your USP, your unique selling point that sets MetaWealth apart from all your competitors, what would it be?
I think it would be the easiest way to get invested into alternative assets and grow your wealth. I think that's the simplest way to put it. I think around the world, just take real estate as a core example, and is our core example, is that the world is changing, right? Housing is getting harder and harder to get involved with, and MetaWealth would be the easiest way for someone that can't get involved in that real estate sector to do so. And then even on the institutional side, they can't go scouring around the whole world for the best deals. So they see MetaWealth as an origination platform, and we're able to get institutions into several different countries as fast as possible.
Wonderful. So you heard it here. The easiest way to scale your wealth, MetaWealth. Sounds like a slogan, doesn't it? It's amazing.
We should change it.
Yeah, we should definitely change your slogan. Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. This was Darren. We are live from Money 2020, and we're going to keep putting these interesting people right here at this table to bring you all this information. Information that's going to help you, it helps us, it helps the space grow, and we all keep moving forward. Darren, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That was amazing, and I hope you guys keep growing. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.
See you all soon.